Hi, Susie from the Speckled Loon here. I am going live just a couple minutes early to make sure all our connections are working. So bear with me while I do that. I'm just checking Facebook and YouTube to make sure we're live. I believe we're ready to go on YouTube. And yep, I see us on YouTube, so that's good. And I'm going to just check to make sure our chat is going. And then I am going to check on Facebook to see if we're there as well. So bear with me while I get that ready to roll. Susie from the Speckled Loon. I see us on Facebook. I'm assuming that there's volume. Yep. Okay, turn that down. So we're up, we're rolling, and it is Tuesday, February 20th. Good evening, everybody. We are going to officially start as soon as we strike 7 p.m. Central Time in just about a minute. If you are joining me, could you tell me, just type in the chat your name, city and state, or name and state where you're joining me from. I always like to see that. And we are going to be talking about our spring 2024 shows and our spring 2024 DIY Decor Kit subscription box. So we've got two things to cover tonight. But I'd love to see where you're chiming in from. I have put links to what we're talking about in the chat. So go ahead and follow those if you need to. That's for joining the wait list. You'll see that. And that is, Cindy from Texas. Hi, Cindy from Texas. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for chiming in. And then we've got our shows. I have a thing on our shows as well. If you like going to our shows, there's a link to that. I am located in North Dakota. So Cindy, you're in Texas. You obviously aren't coming to any of our shows, but you can see what I'm going to have at our shows. And then when I'm done with the shows in March and April, I'll be putting inventory up on my website. So people that can't come to the shows can get the things that I offer in my spring line. And who else do I got here? I've got, Sandy from Fargo. Hello. And just type in the chat where you're calling or where you're chiming in from. I always appreciate that. And say hello to our friends. And Rebecca, hello. I just met Rebecca today. She's a fellow business owner and is working on her own subscription box too. So welcome, Rebecca. And excited to see you. Deb, hi, Deb. How are you? And somebody from, let's see here, from Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Hello, Deb. So nice to have you guys join us, and welcome. It is time to get started. My name is Susie. I am the owner of the Speckled Loon, and we are here to talk about our subscription box and things that I'm going to be having in my March and April shows. And then after those shows are done, like I said, I'll have those items up on the website. So we are going to, if you're joining us and haven't so far yet, just type in the chat, first name, where you're from, city and state, or just state. That'd be great. I just like to see where I'm reaching and who's joining us. It's always fun to get a diverse crowd. We've got, dozen or so people between Facebook and YouTube watching, and then more people watch afterwards. So it's always fun to see everything. Hopefully you can hear me okay. You can see me okay. I'm coming to you live and direct from the spare bedroom of my home. And it's dark down here, so I have a little spotlight. So if I'm a little washed out, it's because of that. I'm just trying to get everything well lit for our products. So I'm going to just see who else we've got joining us. Okay, Deb, and then, yes. Okay, so everybody can hear me good. That's great. And what we're going to go through first is the stuff that I'm going to have at my shows, just some new things. So you get hepped up and excited about that. And then, like I said, I'm working on getting all of those items listed up on our website. I'm going to tell you the dates of our two shows. And then I have put a link in the chat to my Facebook events. So you can see the shows that I'm doing. I've got two, one in Grand Forks, one in Minot. The one in Grand Forks I've got going on is March 16th and 17th. It's a Saturday, Sunday show. It's called the Greater Grand Forks Camper Show. And you're thinking, Susie, that's not a craft show. No, it's not. It's a camper show. But I know it's put on by the two RV dealers in Grand Forks, North Dakota, Budget RV and Leisureland RV. And I know the owners of Budget RV. They are from my hometown, and I made a connection with them a few years ago because I do a lot of camper and lake type decor, and asked if I could be in their show. They were nice enough to open up a vendor spot for me and a few other camping related vendors. And I've been doing it every year since 2020. The first one we did in 2020 was right before the pandemic hit. So that was like my only show I did that year. So, but they're a great crew over at Budget RV. Mike and Stephanie and their family runs it. And they have opened up a spot. I have a nice big spot there. And that is at the Alara Center, where it's going to be full of campers from one side to the other at the big indoor football field here in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Show number 2 is a Friday, Saturday show, April 12th and 13th in Minot, North Dakota. So I'm packing up the vans. We're heading west 3 hours to Minot, and we're going to be at the State Fair building for the Minot Spring Big One show. And again, April 12th and 13th, if you need to see exact date, exact times and all that information, again, that events link is in the top of the chat there, and I'll post them more later. So those are our 2 spring shows. Then after that, I hunker down, and all I do for the rest of the year is make stuff for my fall shows and my other subscription boxes. I do 7 shows a year, 2 in the spring, 5 in the fall. So I'm going to show you what's new, upcoming, and a couple of old favorites that we have in our booth. These are craft show items, and I'm just going to bring up this little, this is just a plant stand from Hobby Lobby. I'll be using this to just elevate everything so we can see. But 2 of our favorites at the spring shows are our tissue jars that we make out of mason jars, quart jar tissue holders. And this one says no crying in the camper, and this one says no crying in the lake. And these are, and then I have a whole bunch of other sayings and in different colors, anything to match your decor and taste. These are just unique to us. Nobody else is really selling them, and people love them. So I'll be selling these at my booth. You'll see them. In addition to that, we'll have our other favorites like our pillows, our double-sided signs, and the socks with the sayings on them. Those are like our favorite things that people like to pick up. And just so you know, when this runs out of tissues, you can get the tissues in it from Target. They're called Kleenex Perfect Fit, and they look like they're in a Pringles can, but they're Kleenex. Okay, and they come in a 4-pack. I get them at Target. That's the only place I can find them where you don't have to find them online. So that is the tissue jars. The other best sellers in our booth, this is like the best selling item in our booth, are our interchangeable gnomes and truck signs. Now, if you are familiar, these little things that go either in the gnome or the truck, they pop out. They're called tokens. So you get a gnome, plus it has a stand and a token, whatever token you want. I have like 100 different kinds to pick from for $13, or this truck sign in a stand and a token of your choice for $13. Then you can buy each additional token for $2. Those are super popular. We sold hundreds and hundreds of those last year at our craft fair. I have a whole table just dedicated to them, so you can mix and match and paw through everything and see what you like. So what I have done is I'm introducing at our spring shows one more new thing to hold the tokens, because not everybody likes gnomes and not everybody likes trucks. So I have heard that from a lot of people. So I want to make my customers happy. So I was racking my brain, what is something generic I can make that people would like, because they maybe want to just have just a touch of seasonal decor. They don't want it to throw up all over their house. They maybe just want one little thing on a shelf. And so I have come up with the interchangeable home sign. So what this is a sign. It's about 6 by 6. And I've got them in black and white and gray is what I'm introducing them in different combinations at the show. And if I get feedback, if people want them in different colors, I will start making them for the fall shows. So this home sign comes like this. And this little part here is where it holds the tokens. You can see they're raised a little bit. And it comes with a stand. And then you are able to, I'm just holding this so it doesn't tip over. Like this is our coffee coffee mug token. You just put the token in there and it holds them. So you can have that hold that, or it can hold the bunnies. They're all interchangeable. So if you pick whatever you want, what people come to our booth and do oftentimes is they will pick a thing, get their free token, and get something for every holiday, season, or month. Get a snowflake, that type of thing. So those are all the different things that I've got new coming to the interchangeable table. And then I'm just going to show you a couple of our new designs that I'm going to have there. At the camper show, they really like me to have a lot of camping related items and that type of thing. So that is one thing that I make a little bit more of in the spring is camping and lake things to have at that show. And then the spring show too, out in Minot, there's a lot of lake goers and that type of thing. And a lot of people have campers at the lake. So all this stuff, especially the mini decor, is kind of fun for your camper or your RV because you can just tuck it away in a drawer. It's small, doesn't take up a lot of room, and it just adds that little bit of touch. And also if you just have a little, like this is a plant stand from Hobby Lobby from last spring, but every spring they come out with new ones. And you just want a little shelf with 2 or 3 things on it, then all this mini decor that I make at my shows and that we make in our craft kits are perfect for you. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of go through. I have got a series of these boxed gnome signs. Now he's a fisherman. Okay. And they come in this cute little shadow box and they don't even need a stand. They just sit right like that. And I'm going to just show you some of the new things. I've got him. I've got this little camper girl with this little sign. Okay. I have got this little s'more guy. He's not in the box frame. He's glued and attached to his own little stand. Okay, and if you can see, this is all 3D and it's cut with my laser. There's a little fire and he's holding little sticks. And then I've got this adorable pair of 4th of July boy and girl signs. And they're all gnomes as well. So as you can tell, I kind of like gnomes. I've got other things that are everyday, seasonal, and non-gnome related things in my booth. I've got accent pillows, all kinds of fun stuff. But these are just a few of the new things that you've got to pick from in our booth. And I'll have the old favorites too. But let me know, type in the chat, what's your favorite? Which gnome do you like best? Boy or girl, 4th of July, camping girl, fisherman, or the little s'more guy. So those are our new things that I've got coming. I'm really excited to be back at shows in the spring. The last show I did was the first week in December out in Bismarck. That was our final show of 2023. So I'm excited to get 2024 started. Hopefully have another really good year. Last year was our best year ever. And hopefully this year we'll top last year. That's my goal anyway. I always like to get a little bit better every year. So we're going to shift gears now. And we are going to talk about our DIY decor kits. Our DIY decor kit, to get notified about it, and this is not an obligation to buy or anything, just to keep in the loop about it and know when I'm adding, I'm launching a new box or something. I have got a link in there, and it's thespeckedloon.com/waitlist. You just click on that link and you just put in your name and email address to join the wait list. And there's a little more information about it there. And that's all you do. And then you're just in the loop. And if you want to buy eventually, then you're going to get the link a couple hours early before everybody else to buy when I'm opening up for new members. And it comes out every 90 days. So it's a quarterly box. So you're not bombarded every month. You're going to get, this is the spring box coming out starting tomorrow. And then May 21st is the summer box. August 21st is the fall box. And November 21st is the winter box. And they just keep coming and coming and coming. There's no obligation to stay on. You can cancel, you join, and then you keep getting boxes, but you can cancel at any time. The cost of the box is $65 every 90 days. It's just automatically billed. But like I said, you have that option to cancel if need be. It comes every 90 days. And in the box are base pieces. And I'll go over what those are, and little 3 different sets of interchangeable decor for that season, and covers the holidays for that season. And you get everything in the box except for the paint. I'm figuring you're a crafter and you've got the paint, but I'm giving you the special glue that we use to put everything together. I'm giving you application tools. And then every month there's a bonus crafting tool, something to use to make something special in the box. So that's what is in the box. This is the spring box right here. And this is a 9x6x4 box. And it is packed full of craft projects. In addition to the projects, you also get a book. There's a special envelope in there with a treat and a little thank you. There is an instruction booklet. And then I have QR code here, and then inside the box that is linked so you can view a full tutorial on YouTube on how to paint everything, how to put it together, and it's full instructions from start to finish. And people find that very handy, very helpful. If you're new and a beginning crafter and you feel overwhelmed because there's like 25 projects in this box, that video is going to take you through everything. And down in the description of the video, it is timestamped. So if you are working on a particular piece, you just click on it. It takes you right to that project. But I'm going to show you what the box looks like, comes packed. And then I'm going to show you, instead of looking at a bunch of unfinished projects, I am going to show you how everything looks once it's finished and how it works together. And also it works with things from our previous kits. So once you start getting them, they just kind of build on each other. But this is how the box comes. I have it shipped to you. It will have a black poly mailer over the top of it, so it keeps your box nice and intact. And the other thing that's nice about this box is you can use it to store your items when you're not using them, when you're not displaying them. So I'm going to just move this for a second so I can open this up and kind of just show you. But this is just a mailer box. So it comes like this. It's going to have one piece of tape down here for you to slit. That's it. Like I said, it's going to be in that poly mailer already, and it's going to be all sealed up for you. So it'll come to you nice and neat. So what I do here on the top is I have color codes. When I pack everything in here, it is color-coded packs. So all the St. Patrick's Day projects that are in here have a green label on them. All the just base tools and general things have a blue label. All the Easter things have an orange label on them. The spring projects have a pink label. And then there's a gray label if you order the extra. There's an optional kit that you can add on if you want. So here is how they come. It's got, this is just the QR code. That's the link to the, and you can just subscribe to my YouTube channel too. And that is right there. In here is that special treat that I don't even show. And it's got a thank you, and it explains about the bonus items in there. And then you get this nice, it is a 24-page booklet that has got, it's not step-by-step instructions, but it's more of an inventory list, and it shows all the pieces in each project and how I painted them. but you can paint them however you want. This is just a suggestion and kind of gives you a visual, and it helps you to make sure you've got all your pieces and parts. If you're missing any parts, you just send me an email and I'll get everything off to you if you're missing anything, the smallest little bit. So then there's this tissue paper around here, and this is how all the pieces and projects come packaged. Now I'm going to take one of them out to just kind of show you. These are two of the little parts for the St. Patrick's Day projects, and you can see they've got a green label on them, and they're labeled. These are for the Easter set. They're all together. Everything that your glue, your special super glue that we use, it's a gel super glue, your application tools, they're all in here. Things like that. Now you can use your own paintbrushes if you want. I just give you these sponges because everything's so tiny. You can paint almost everything with the sponges. But you've got fun little beaded garland items. I give you some stands for your small pieces. And everything is labeled in there. Now, there's this particular one. It's got a bonus base piece, and it's got, I'm going to talk about the bonus crafting tool, and then I'm going to show you all the items fully made. So you can kind of get the gist of how everything goes together. But I don't know if I've got any box members on the chat with me right here. If you're here and you are a subscriber, will you just say, I get the box in the comments? That would be great. And, oh, hi, Teresa from Wobbin. I just want to say hi there. And, but if you are a box member, just type it in the chat so people know, because then you can answer questions for them too. But let them know what you think about it, etc. But this is how it comes. Okay. So when I say bonus crafting tool, the one that you get this month is we make a tassel out of yarn. So you get a ball of this really pretty yarn in spring colors. And then the bonus crafting tool is this tassel maker. And you can make tassels in 3 different sizes. We make the largest size tassel here, but this, you can keep this for later. It's made out of like a melamine, and it's got tassel maker up here, and it tells you the size of tassels that you're going to get. It's kind of hard to see with the light, but you can see there. And it says thespeckedloon.com across the top. And I give you instructions on how to do that. But basically, you wind your yarn or string or twine around here or ribbon. Then you tie off a piece here. You slip it off, and then you make a cut and you make a tassel. And I'll be showing you that in just a minute. So this is your bonus crafting tool, this with a real pretty variegated spring colored yarn. So that is your crafting tool. Last quarter, the crafting tool was a special etching pen to get your lines nice and clean, and some clamps to hold things together while you glue them. Before that, we had some markers. Before that, we had a bow maker. We have all kinds of fun things for you to use while you're making the items in your box. So I'm going to kind of tell you how everything works in the box after you get all your projects complete, because it's kind of hard to visualize, just a bunch of unfinished projects, right? So I'm going to talk about the base pieces first, and then I'm going to fill it up with the little sets of. So like I said, in this month's box, there's also a bonus base piece, which is this cute little riser shelf. You get this shelf, and basically you glue these 4 legs on there, and it gives just a little elevation to your projects. Okay. And then you get a basic something to put all your little decor in. And this is a cathedral window, which I just thought it was great for Easter time and spring. And there's going to be interchangeable little magnetic discs that go in here, and interchangeable little banners that hang off the front. And I'm going to just rest that up here, and you get the little banner hooks and everything with as well. And I'm just, yep, these are the little hooks for the banners. And then there is a square box sign And that's got a magnet in the middle of it because on the back of the inserts, it's a canning lid and it just attaches right in there. And the last base piece is this really pretty spring garland. And there's that tassel we make with the tassel maker with a kind of a secret or extra part to it. It's got this clasp at the end, and then each set has got an interchangeable tag that matches with the theme. So this garland, I'm not going to say I invented interchangeable garland, but I've never seen it anywhere and I wanted to have it. So I made my version of an interchangeable garland, and not every kit comes with it, but every kit does have a garland. They're not always interchangeable, but I'm just going to hang that kind of up here so it will come down and you can see the tag as we decorate. So the first set of interchangeable decor is a spring themed set. So that set comes with, this is the little, and you can see there's a little magnet on the back of this. And I'm just going to take this down here while I fill this up. So it's just easier. But that just goes right in there. And that magnet just attaches. And it's just a little flower. And that's just like an inch around. That's one project, but it's so tiny. I just color it with paint markers, and it takes me about 2 minutes to put together. You just attach it with glue, and you're ready to go. Now the banner for this one says Hello Spring, and it's got all these cute little flowers and everything. And for these teeny tiny pieces and these teeny tiny letters, instead of gluing those on, they have an adhesive backing on them. You just stick them on there. And also, do you see how the letters are nice and all lined up for you? There is etched into the base the exact spacing of where you need to put the letters so they go on there nice and straight for you. So I've tried to make it as simple as possible. Oh, I dropped a hook. Hold on. For you to get a really nice looking result. All right. So these just go in like this, and then they hook. All right. And forgive my old eyes here. All right. So then that just hooks right on the front here. And I'll show you up close. And from the side, that just hooks right on there. All right. Then you've got your little items that go in there. So for this set, there's just two. There's usually three, but there's two on this one because they're quite large. This flower patch, and that goes in the back. And then Mr. Bunny and Butterfly that go in right in the front. And you can see this has got a nice deep tray on it. So if you wanted to stick some greenery or extra things in there, you could do that. Okay. So let me know. Oh, hi, Cindy. Cindy's on there. That's a subscriber. Hi. Cindy, let us know what you like about the kits, that type of thing. That would be great. Or if anybody has questions for Cindy, you can just reply and ask her. But this is the spring items there. Whoops. I'll just lean that like that. Everything just kind of leans right in there. Okay. So that's the main part. Then in addition to, we got to have something that fits in here, right? So here is the spring square sign insert. And on the back is that canning lid. And it just pops right in there. Okay. And last is that interchangeable garland tag. So remember I told you how this has got that special little clasp. The garland tag on this one is so cute. Look at it's a watering can, and look at those beads on it. I just love them. They're gingham flowers with coordinating little beads. I'm a beadaholic, and I search the ends of the earth to find really fun beads for you guys to put in your projects. But look at that. And you also get that ribbon too. The ribbon comes with, and then it's reversible because I don't know about you, but whenever I hang my garland, it spins anyways. So I'm going to have it double-sided for you so it looks good on either side. As the spring set right there. I'll just kind of hang that like that so you can see everything. All right. So let me know what you think of the spring set. Okay. So next we're going to talk about the next holiday is the St. Patrick's Day set. And that is going to go in here next. So I'm just going to reverse everything. So here is, I'm going to take that garland off. You can see how easy that is. And this is the garland tag for the St. Patrick's Day. Now it's got a clover on one side and a horseshoe on the other. And then look at these beads for the St. Patrick's Day. Gold and green, white. There's a plaid one, a polka dot one. They're really cute. I really like them. So again, it's got this D ring at the end. And that. And these beads are pre-painted. So the beads are pre-painted, so you don't have to fuss with them at all. You just string them on up. You're painting the garland tag items and you're going to cut your ribbon. And these beads are pre-painted too, so you don't have to paint or color them. I'm just going to set that down while I get everything else swapped out on this set. So I just do a little tap there and that comes out. And the back again, a canning lid. And this one is a really cute plaid. It's got like a buffalo plaid to it, 4-leaf clover, okay? Or shamrock, whatever you want to call it. And that goes in here. And this frame comes unfinished. You can color this frame whatever color you want. I just do it brown because then it matches everything. But if it is a spring set, you could really do green. It would match any one of the sets. So there we've got that ready to go. Now we're going to take our items out of here, our spring items. Get my water out of the way, for heaven's sake. So I'm taking Bunny, Butterfly, and the Flower Patch, setting them aside. I'm going to unhook my banner, and I'm going to hook up the new banner. And take that out as well. All right, so the band or the little circle insert for this one is this teeny tiny little clover. Again, it's got the magnet on the back and it just attaches to this little metal disc, just like that. Okay, and then you're gonna re-put in your banner hooks. And you actually get a banner hook for set for everything. So you get like 6 of them in here. So if you lose one or whatever, you've got plenty to spare. Okay, so that is ready to go there as far as the banner and the circle insert. And then we'll put the 3 things that go in that shelf up there. There's 3 things. There's this leprechaun, this heart tree, and a rainbow. So I'm going to do the rainbow in the back. And I'm going to put Mr. Leprechaun here. And this little money tree in here. And like I said, all the pieces and instructions are there. You get even the little string, the extra things like that. All that's included. All you're adding is your imagination and your paint. That's all you have to do. And I believe if you're a crafter, you have got paint already. I do a lot of stuff with markers, paint markers on these because they're so teeny tiny, but that's an option. You don't have to do that. You can just use paint if you want. So whatever you feel is easiest for you, that's how you work. I don't want you to go out. You're already investing in the kit. I don't want you to go out and invest in a lot of extra supplies and paint. You can use chalk paint. You can do the little $2 2-ounce bottles of paint that you get from the craft store or Walmart. The chalk brand that I use mostly is Waverly from Walmart, and they have little $2, I think they're $1.70, 2-ounce jars of that too. So you don't have to do that. And a lot of times you just need 3 or 4 paint colors, and then you can mix and match your paint too. So just for instance, on this here, this is just one shade of green, and I added a little white to it to make the lighter shade for the background. So that was just one bottle of paint. You don't have to buy every paint under the rainbow. So I am going to then show you how that looks with your garland. Okay. So that is the St. Patrick's Day collection all together. So let me know what you think of that. What do you like so far? Is your favorite the St. Patrick's Day? Is your favorite the spring? There's one more coming. Plus, I'm going to show the extra set as well. So the other set that we've got, I've got it back here already, is the Easter set. And I'm just going to set these aside and I'm going to bring that up because it's just easier to swap it out that way. And the Easter set is just a little different. That one has got a banner and I left the extra on here, but I just tied it on. It's little eggs that are strung together. Then we've got a little carrot up here and we have got a flower pot, a bunny gnome, and this little skinny bunny. And you'll see him, he's got a little extra piece of pink and white string, and that even is included in your kit. And the square sign for this one, I call it the bunny butt sign. You're going to make that. And the garland for this one is special too. I really think it's cute. It is beaded carrot. And it's already made for you. All you have to do is attach the D-ring, and then that little carrot is right there ready to go for you. So that is the Easter set. So those are the 3 themes that come included in your kit. There is the 4 base pieces, and then all the extra makes for about, I believe, 24 total projects. So as you can see, some of them are very small. They don't take very long at all. Smaller things come with an adhesive backing, and that's denoted in your little pamphlet that you get. So everything comes and it's interchangeable when it's done. And these little pieces that are in here with the circle and the banner, they work with the previous month's interchangeable shelf. So like the winter kit came with a little house. They work with the house. The fall kit came with looks like the back of a truck. They fit in that. And the spring set that was our intro set last year was a little market cart and it looks like a lemonade stand almost. They fit in that. So that all builds on each other so you can display multiple seasons at once if you want, that type of thing. Once you get a few kits, you'll have so many options for your tiered tray and just decor. And if all you want to do in your home is just do this little bit, one little shelf, that's all you have to do. So that's kind of the beauty of it. And then when it's done, like I said, it tucks all back in your box when you're not using it. Or I will just show you these types of shoe boxes that I found at Walmart. They're just these Sterilite boxes. That'll fit many sets in there, and they just clip like that in this store. So much easier than all the big floral, big wood signs, that type of thing are those. So one last set to show you, and then I'm going to be respectful of your time and hop on off of here so I'm not taking up your whole evening. We finally have new things to watch on TV, so I don't want to take up your time, but there is an extra optional set that you can get. I'm going to just put Easter away over here, and I'm going to get that out. And, whoops. The extra optional set that I'm doing is an Easter set also, but it is a religious Easter set, and that's why it's optional. Not everybody wants a religious Easter set, so if you want it, you can add it on. If you don't want it, you don't add it on. So I will just show you how that one goes. We'll take St. Patrick's Day out of this one, and I will get that optional set going, and that is called the He is Risen set. Okay. That. Oh, we got to get the banner off of there. And the He is Risen set, like I said, it's got a tag, a square insert, everything that the other ones had. All right. So we'll get that ready to roll. So your magnetic insert for that one is a small cross on a hill. Okay, and it just fits right in there. And your banner does say he is risen. And that again just fits right in there. And goes on like that. Hooks right on the front. Okay, so that is ready to be filled. Oh, there we go. And then we have our inserts. And our inserts for these are, it's a set of 2 Easter lilies. So you just put them in and kind of let them sit over the side like that. Oh, she's sticking over too far. There we go. And I'm going to lean that back just to give it a little lean so it's a little sturdier. Okay, and then in the middle of that, there is this little cross and dove, and it comes with this string. So if you have somewhere you want to hang this, it's almost like an ornament, but that goes in there as well. It just leans right in there. And then your insert for the square sign, I just love this one, and it would almost work for weddings too, but it's a country church. Isn't that cute? I just love that. This is exactly what the country churches look like around here in North Dakota. I don't know if they are from where you live. If you live in another state, I see we've got some people from Texas and other states here. But our countryside is full of cute little country churches with the big steeple like that. And then finally is this little, it's just got natural beads on it and this little cross. I've just painted it brown. And that attaches to your garland. And so that is the extra set. Like I said, that's just an optional set. It is, if you choose to purchase it, the link for it is at the very bottom of where you order the kit. And there's a link for it there. People that already have the kit, that are getting it, and my current subscribers already got the chance to order it. But it is shipped to you at no extra shipping because it goes right with your kit. So the kits are all ready to roll. If you don't get the optional kit, it goes out right away. If you get the optional kit, I'll cut that and tuck it in there for you. It'll just delay you by about a day is all. So that is everything in our spring 2024 DIY Decor box. Again, I will be posting the link to purchase it tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central on my main Speckled Loon page. But if you want early access to it, all you have to do is join the wait list. The link to that is at the top of these comments. It's the speckledloon.com/waitlist, and get your name in there. Then you'll get notified at noon when it goes live for early opt-in. I just have a handful of new boxes available. All my other ones are spoken up for by my current subscribers, and I make just a few extra every month. So if you're interested, hop on that wait list. At noon tomorrow, you will get notified. Everybody else gets available. If there's any left, then that goes up to the general public at 2 p.m. So I want to thank you for joining me. My name is Susie. I am the owner of the Speckled Loon, creative mind behind all this madness. And I appreciate you. I hope to see you soon. For my local people in March and April at shows, link is above. And if you have any questions, just type them in the chat or reach out to me via email or social media. I'll be happy to answer your questions. And I look forward to seeing a few of you joining our club. If you have any questions about that, give me a call. And you guys have a wonderful Tuesday night. And we will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.